the first city in recorded history. Uruk was an ancient city in Sumer and later Babylonia. At one time, it was the most important city in ancient Mesopotamia. It was located between the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. It is close to modern Samawa, Al-Mutana, in Iraq. Uruk was indeed a religious and scientific center. It was here that the world's oldest texts were written. Uruk was the center of urbanization and state formation. It was built by the legendary King Gilgamesh. He ruled the city in the 27th century BC. Uruk covered an area of 2.32 square miles. It had a population of almost 80,000. By around 3200 BC, it was the largest settlement in southern Mesopotamia and probably in the world. Uruk was an urban center with a full-time bureaucracy. The city had a stratified society and a formal military. It was also a major hub of trade and administration. The people traded in grains and other foodstuffs. They also specialized in numerous crafts. Luxury goods were acquired by conquest. The people traded with lands as far as the Egyptian Nile Delta. The organization of Uruk in this period set the blueprint for cities ever since. There is evidence of social hierarchies and coercive political structures. Clay tablets containing a standard professions list have been found. They listed around 100 professions. The most important innovation of Uruk was the development of writing. One of the earliest known tablets was found during excavations of the site. The writing system known as cuneiform was developed around 3200 BC by Sumerian scribes. It is a series of wedge-shaped symbols pressed into wet clay using reeds. The combination of shapes represented different sounds, so the system could be adopted by scribes who spoke different languages. The script was used by multiple cultures for around 3,000 years. One of the most interesting objects discovered was a cylinder seal. It was used as a personal signature. It is comparable to modern forms of personal identification. The seal was probably used for administrative purposes. In Uruk, the first architectural works of stone were constructed. The most impressive of them are the two large temple complexes in the heart of Uruk. The Aina district of Uruk is one of the earliest examples of monumental public architecture. This arguably makes it the first true city in human history. A famous piece of artwork was found in Uruk. It is known as the Mask of Warka, or the Lady of Uruk. The mask is considered one of the first representations of the human face. The marble sculpture dates from 3100 BC. It is probably a depiction of the goddess Inanna. To this day, the mask is the most significant artifact found on the site. The city remained inhabited throughout the Seleucid and Parthian periods. The last people living there left Uruk after the Islamic conquest of Persia in 633 to 638 AD. The remains of probably the oldest city in the world were buried until 1850. Archaeologist William Loftus led the first excavations on the site. He identified the city as Uruk, the second city of Nimrod.